We talk entertainment, politics, sports, and lots more.
For more updates, join the family on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at TSLNIGERIA TV.
Join the family. Hello and welcome to another edition of TSL on the Go. My name is Unjoko Obina and I have my beautiful partner. Chill, relax. Let me introduce you. Yeah.
My name is Amara Oeze.
Exactly. And together we're bringing you this hot episode where we have gathered gist from all around the world, in Benin here, in Nigeria in general, and outside the world. So sit back, get your popcorn, and join the conversation. Let's head straight to the headline.
Today on TSL on the Go. Federal government to disburse $800 million to 50 million Nigerians as palliatives. Cash App founder stabbed to death. Oshuala orders react to Super Falcons' new kit. Davido to speak at Forbes 30 Under 30 conference in Botswana. This is TSL on the Go.
Welcome back. So this week, the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, of the just concluded elections, has come out to debunk claims of him inciting violence in the nation. You know, this is coming after there have been so many allegations of him inciting religious violence, war with his talks, and he's coming out to say, "Oh no, I never said this during my election campaigns. My focus was making Nigeria a production economy instead of consumption economy, which it is right now."
Looking at the whole story, I think that if you had followed Peter Obi's campaign from the start, you know that he was an advocate of competence, and rather than tribal wars and religious violence and all that, he was mostly advocate of competence and equality. You understand, everybody deserves an equal chance at government. Now, I think that the accusations levied against him he's not really going to hold water, and it's just a ploy to divert the attention of people from the stolen mandate
that's what he
issue
says
on ground, and then divert people's attention. And it's even conversation and accusations like this that would actually incite people to go to war, not the actual occurrence on ground right
exactly
now.
Because on the other hand, he's always telling Nigerians to stay calm.
Let
us follow due process. So this is actually coming as a shock, and he's saying he is not interested in making war in Nigeria.
Exactly. However, looking at the audio that is a part of this whole issue. That's the audio of Peter Obi and Bishop.
The Yes Daddy audio.
Yes, the Yes Daddy audio.
Was viral.
Looking at that, we have conflicting statements from the Labour Party chairman and Peter Obi's campaign manager. That's Kenneth Okonkwo. So the Labour Party chairman is saying that the audio is fake. However, Peter Obi's manager is saying that the audio was edited out of context. So people do not really know
because
who to believe right now because it's conflicting, yes. However, Peter Obi has always, as he states, he's a man of competence and a man of peace.
A man of war. Exactly. So moving on from that story, the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, has written an open letter to the UK. This is involving the Ekweremadu story of him harvesting organs in the UK. So he's coming out to say that the UK should temper justice with mercy and be lenient with them. In his defense, Ekweremadu is a good man. He has done good things for Nigeria, speaking about charity and all, and that they should consider the young female involved.
Okay, my issue with this whole story, when I read it, I'm like, why is Obasanjo interfering in the cause of justice?
You think he shouldn't have?
I think he shouldn't have. I feel like that's not your jurisdiction to do anything, Just sit down and relax and let justice take its course. Because I feel like he's interfering because it is how we have always had politics played, where politicians are actually not are placed above the law. We have selective justice in Nigeria. And, now seeing a politician in Nigeria being arrested and actually going to prosecution is very strange. And so I feel like this is why Obasanjo is coming up to write to the court. Why are you writing to me? To me, it's not holding water.
It's like a thing of brotherly love.
No, even the business is stating that he's a good man. Really? He's a good
and that
man.
he wants the UK to maintain the warm relationship that they have in Nigeria.
No, I don't think
also.
that this is going to affect any relationship between, because the relationship between the UK and Nigeria is not based
not
off of
affected.
one man. Do you understand? I don't
Exactly.
think it's affected. But I think that Obasanjo should not have interfered with, and just allow justice take its course. Because speaking of, it's an issue that is punishable by law. You understand?
It's funny because in Nigeria, there are so many people that do that. People donate, people pay.
Sure.
People pay to have their organs given to other people, whatever transaction that is. It's not necessarily a crime here. So in the other nation, which is the UK, it is. So it's possible he knew and did not care, or he did not.
Sure.
Honestly, my heart really goes out to his daughter, who is
that's
literally
just the only
fighting
reason.
for her
That's
life.
just
I
the
hope
only reason
everything
why.
goes into her favor.
I think they would always find a way to, resolve the whole thing. However, let's bring the story back to Benin City, Nigeria. So earlier this week, we heard reports of a shooting that occurred in the University of Benin, right in the halls of residence. Now, the story says that this student, who's a final year student, was shot dead in his hostel due to a cult-related clash.
Yeah.
Now, my issue with this story is the fact that nothing has been done to beef up security, because this is an obvious issue of security in the schools, which is the hostel is supposed to be like the safest place to stay in as a student, because you're guaranteed of security at the school's entrance.
From the school entrance to the porters, to the faculty entrance, there's meant to be security. We actually see people there. So like, what were they doing? What
measures have now been put in place? Because the only thing I saw was a statement from the school's PRO saying that, we are sad that this has happened.
It was just alarming because I'm in my hostel. So I have roommates. I have people in my hallway. And then someone is being shot and the face is shattered. What are we supposed to do?
There should be. It will give the students a level of comfort to see that, there are policemen, patrolling the school, and there's more security now. And then before you even enter the hostels, there are some measures put in place to, if you are carrying arms and stuff around.
Exactly.
I don't think any of that has been done. And this is an issue that we face in Nigeria consistently, where we just come out to give statements and express shock and nothing is done. So this is an appeal to the University of Benin management to please take due action in ensuring that security is maintained.
Exactly, and when actions are taken, the students should also adhere to them, because there are times where they're trying to make things better and you think it's going to stress you out, so you don't want it. So everybody should please take actions, and we just pray that Nigeria never happens to us, because things happen here. Actually. So that's all we can take right now. Let's check out the entertainment segment with Ella and MM.
Thank you so much, Amara and Obina, for consistently keeping us updated in what is happening in the political scene. This is the Entertainment Corner, and I am Udo. And of course, sitting elegantly next to me is
Emanuela Upama. And of course, a lot of stories have been trending in the entertainment scene from the space of last week and this week. And we've been seeing the same artists coming up over and over again. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
Your controversial artist, Portable. Portable was remanded by the Ogun State Police Command last week, and it was granted a 800,000 naira bail on Monday. Now he's out. He doesn't want to be silent.
I mean, Portable just has to make a single out of his experience in prison. Well, he posted this short clip on his Instagram, although the full single hasn't been released yet. But you can rush his Instagram to go see the short clip he posted. And it titled the single
Federal Government
Liability.
What does that mean? He has not learned his lessons. He talked about the fact that he's a child of grace, and they arrested him, but he didn't wear the prison uniform. Please be quiet.
Were you in prison or not? I mean, that's something to even be proud about, that you didn't wear the prison uniform.
Doesn't make sense. And I feel like this song might get him in trouble again if it doesn't, keep quiet. But Portable likes the attention.
Exactly.
He likes the news. He likes the drama. So we are here for the drama. Whatever happens. See, I didn't even talk about the fact that in court.
Yeah.
Did you see him?
The way he was looking.
Like he wanted to die.
And now he's coming out to show power that he didn't feel anything.
He's a baboon, so okay. You can't blame him.
Well, Portable is not the only artist that trended this past week. Davido released his album Timeless last week, Friday. And ever since then, Timeless has been breaking records. I mean, from Apple Music to Spotify to US charts. It's just been top notch.
Yeah, let me just say the truth, because when the album first came out, I tried listening to it. I didn't find any song that I would
really?
pick as my favorite. But then I started hearing it everywhere I go, from cars to TVs to phones.
I mean, the album has about 16 songs.
So
At least
I think I fell in love with four
of them, just four
songs. Yeah, and I keep on listening to the album. The album is dope, let me not lie. Even though you are not a Wizkid fan, you shouldn't discredit this album.
Exactly. In fact, if you are not on Davido's side, you're actually on the losing side. You know, people actually have different opinions on how they see the album. Some people think it was trash. Like, Davido wasted 7 months
and it came out, and then this is it. I don't know what you were expecting, but then there are some beautiful, beautiful songs on that album.
Regardless, we are looking forward to more albums coming from Davido.
Yes, another artist that's been on the news is our youth leader.
Yes.
I call him my youth leader.
Our youth activist.
Yes, Falz has released a single with Vector titled Yakubu. And this single, you know, Falz is always about confrontational music. He likes using his music to speak and tell his mind. So this music is about the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, about the fraudulent acts that he committed in the 2023
general elections. You mean, if anybody asks me like what I would use to describe this single, I'll say it's bold. Like, we've not experienced this kind of revolution in music since the time of Fela Kuti. I mean, we expected this from African giant Burna Boy, but Burna Boy has been quiet for the longest time.
It's always been quiet. It only comes out when it feels like, okay, this trend is going to help sell my music. That's why I feel like, don't come for me. But that's why I see him like, but Falz has always been talking about the country. He has not been quiet.
Exactly.
And the fact that he said he's not scared about death, he doesn't care.
That was really touching
for him. He's speaking his mind, because the country is slowly dying.
Somebody has to give out something for this country to come back. In fact, if you're delving into music, if you're an aspiring music artist, I feel like you should go into this part of music where they talk about the errors that are going on in Nigeria.
And not just turning blind.
Exactly. Music has to pass a message. It has to be didactic, and we need it right now. We need it so much in Nigeria. Well, we have these catchy stories and more in the news in details. Please stay with us.
The federal government has secured a sum of $800 million from the World Bank as part of its post-subsidy palliative plans. Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning Zainab Ahmed disclosed earlier this week following a 3 trillion naira petrol subsidy budget in 2022. The federal government had said it would stop under-recovery payments in June 2023. Federal government has approved 2 contracts worth 15.3 billion naira for the supply and installation of information and communication technology components as well as digital assistant devices for the 2023 population census. The senior special assistant to the President of Media and Publicity, Gaba Shehu, disclosed this to State House correspondents after the Federal Executive Council meeting presided by President Muhammadu Buhari at the presidential villa. Cash App's founder Bob Lee has reportedly been stabbed to death in San Francisco. This was revealed in a Facebook post shared by his father, and further reports stated that the 43-year-old founder was stabbed early on Tuesday morning and succumbed to his injuries in the hospital. The Super Falcons will wear a unique jersey for the first time in Nigerian football history when they compete in the 2023 World Cup. Super Falcons player Asisat Oshoala and Rashidat Ajibade both remarked on the outfit while expressing their enthusiasm on the newly created kit via their social media accounts. Switzerland have been named host of the 2025 Women's European Championship. England hosted and won the 2022 tournament, which was played a year later than scheduled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. UEFA selected Switzerland over bids from Poland, France, and a joint bid from Denmark, Sweden, Finland, and Norway. Beninese music legend Angelique Kidjo has become the 3rd African to win the prestigious Polar Music Prize, which is a Swedish international award. She was announced as the 2023 winner alongside Chris Blackwell from the United Kingdom and Arvo Pärt from Estonia. The 30-year-old Afrobeat megastar is set to speak at the Forbes 30 Under 30 event, which will be holding from April 23rd to 26th. He shared this on his Twitter handle, and fans are already expectant to hear his insights about becoming one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yes, you're welcome back, and trust us to always give you the juicy gist happening in the country and outside the country. And thank you also, Ella and the entertainment gurus, as she said I should call you, entertainment gurus, for always keeping us updated on the happenings in the entertainment
Exactly.
scene. Yes, so we've come to the end of today's show.
And it's Easter.
Oh, exactly.
Easter is here. So like there's Christmas, there's Easter,
and there's
like long holidays. So like these are the high points for me, for some Nigerians, and this is like a celebratory moment for us. We can celebrate the death. We are celebrating the death of Christ. It's very weird how you celebrate the death of somebody, but it's Easter. So for all the Christians out there, happy Easter to you.
Yes, ensure that you share gifts and share love to your neighbors and everybody around you. And let's not forget our Muslim brothers and sisters that are embarking on the Ramadan fast. It's a season of love. It's a season to share gifts. It's a season to... What are you giving me, in fact? We'll talk about that after the show.
I'm going to give you one
We'll talk about that after the show. But anyways, please guys, do not forget to express your love to us as well by subscribing to our YouTube channel at TSL Nigeria TV. And also leaving us a comment as well. We'd like to hear from you. We'd like to know how you're doing. We'd like to know what this season is holding for you as well at TSL Nigeria TV. And yes, we're on Instagram again at TSL Nigeria TV. We'd love to hear from you guys. Till we see you next week.
Bye.